Welcome to Football Today TV. This is your home for updated football news. Feel free to share your opinions and remember to subscribe as we continue to grow our family. As the 2025-26 Premier League title race intensifies, all eyes are on the clash for supremacy between Arsenal and Manchester City. Throughout the season, Arsenal have maintained a consistent lead at the top of the table, but recent results have allowed City to close the gap and reclaim pressure at the summit. With only a handful of games remaining before the season enters its business end, how the next 5 fixtures for each side compare could play a decisive role in deciding who lifts the Premier League trophy in May. At this stage of the season, every point dropped feels magnified, especially between two clubs that have distinguished themselves as the true contenders for the title. Arsenal currently sit in first place with 58 points, having built a strong cushion over City through sustained performances earlier in the campaign. However, a recent 2-2 draw with Wolverhampton Wanderers after leading by 2 goals has trimmed their advantage, leaving them only 5 points ahead of Manchester City. And that is with Arsenal having played one more match than their rivals. The pressure on Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta and his squad has mounted as each fixture brings new challenges and expectations. After dominating much of the campaign and holding a comfortable position at the top, Arsenal now find themselves having to defend that lead against a relentless Manchester City side led by Pep Guardiola. City are well known for their ability to grind out results, even when performances dip, and they now sense an opening to close the gap further, particularly with Arsenal's lead having been shortened. One way to understand the unfolding title race is to compare the immediate schedules facing each club. Arsenal's next 5 Premier League games come in what could be described as a mixed set of challenges. The Gunners will begin with a tough North London derby away to Tottenham Hotspur, a fixture that is always unpredictable regardless of league positions. Derbies have a unique intensity, and Tottenham, under new management, will be eager to make a mark against their rivals in front of their home crowd. Following the derby, Arsenal host Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium on March 1st. Chelsea have struggled in recent weeks, but remain a historically tough opponent at the Emirates. Matches against lower-placed sides can sometimes be deceptively tricky, and Arsenal will need to maintain focus to secure the full 3 points. The upcoming sequence could test Arteta's tactical flexibility and his ability to manage squad rotation as the season extends across multiple competitions. Next, Arsenal will travel to Brighton and Hove Albion on March 4th. Brighton have been competitive this season, often frustrating more fancied opponents with their pressing play and tactical discipline. That game comes only a few days after the Chelsea match, which means Arsenal will be tested for depth and resilience. With a busy schedule, injuries and substitutes could become deciding factors, and Arteta will need to ensure his squad remain fresh and focused. After the Brighton game, Arsenal then welcome Everton to the Emirates on March 15th. On paper, this might appear to be one of the more manageable fixtures, but Everton have shown resilience in recent years, and home fixtures can sometimes be more competitive than league tables suggest. Add in the fact that this match comes before the crucial end of March break, and Arsenal will be keen to secure a confidence-boosting result. Finally, Arsenal's next 5 fixtures conclude with a home game against Bournemouth on April 11th. By that point, momentum, whether positive or negative, from the previous matches could significantly influence Arsenal's form. Bournemouth have been solid in certain stretches and will not pose an easy challenge, particularly if Arsenal are carrying lingering fatigue or injuries. In contrast, Manchester City's set of 5 fixtures over the same period presents a different mix of opportunities and potential pitfalls. City begin with a home match against Newcastle United on February 21st. Newcastle have had their own challenges this season and often struggle on the road, meaning Guardiola's men will be expected to take maximum points from this fixture. Such a result would be vital to maintaining momentum in the chase for the title. Following that, City travel to Leeds United on February 28th. Leeds, while currently engaged in a relegation battle, can be dangerous at home and may throw everything they have at a top side like City. Matches against teams fighting for survival can sometimes bring unpredictable results, and Guardiola will need to ensure his team approach the game with focus to avoid unnecessary dropped points. City's next match sees them host Nottingham Forest on March 4th. Forest have struggled for consistency this season, but have shown fight in certain fixtures. Even lower table sides can cause difficulties for top clubs if complacency creeps in, and Guardiola will need to balance attacking ambition with defensive solidity. After that comes a trip to West Ham United on March 14th. West Ham have had a mixed campaign, but shown the ability to pick up points against stronger sides, particularly at home. This could be one of City's tougher outings in the next block of fixtures, and squad rotation may become key, especially if City are balancing multiple competitions like the FA Cup or European football. Finally, City's fifth upcoming fixture in this sequence is an away match against Chelsea on April 11th, the same day Arsenal host Bournemouth. This shared fixture date means that both clubs will be under pressure to deliver results and take advantage of any slip-ups by their rival. Chelsea can be a tricky opponent, but City's quality and experience in big games often sees them emerge with positive results. This scheduling comparison shows that both Arsenal and Manchester City face 5 matches that will test their tactical strength, squad depth, and mental resilience. Arsenal's derby with Tottenham and home games against Chelsea and Everton could be decisive moments, while City's matches against Bournemouth and West Ham highlight the importance of maintaining consistency across all fixtures. Yet beyond simply listing fixtures, it's important to consider the context of the title race itself. With Arsenal's lead trimmed after recent draws, the margin for error is slimmer than ever. Guardiola's side, known for their ability to build pressure over the course of a season, will sense a genuine chance to overtake their London rivals if Arsenal falter even slightly. Arsenal's recent form has seen fluctuations that have raised questions about their ability to maintain their lead. Draws against Brentford and Wolverhampton have shown that even at the top of the standings, complacency cannot be afforded. In contrast, City's recent run of wins, including victories over Sunderland where they cut the gap on Arsenal earlier in the campaign, shows how the defending champions can thrive under pressure and take advantage of opportunities. Another key factor is head-to-head history between the two clubs. Over the past few seasons, Arsenal have enjoyed some positive results against City, including an emphatic 5-1 win at the Emirates Stadium during the 2024-25 season. That result, which remains one of the standout performances in recent history, demonstrates that Arsenal can compete at the highest level and beat strong opposition when they are in full flow. But football rarely follows a predictable pattern. City have also shown resilience and adaptability in title races, demonstrating their ability to overcome adversity and keep pace with leaders during the long season. Their experience in close title fights gives them an edge that Arsenal are closely guarding, especially as both sides prepare to meet in other competitions like the Carabao Cup final and potentially in European matches. In the end, this comparison paints a picture of a title race that remains wonderfully wide open. Arsenal need to navigate their next fixtures with precision, avoiding costly mistakes and ensuring that they secure points whenever possible. Meanwhile, Manchester City will lean on their depth, experience, and tactical nous to claw back any deficit and apply sustained pressure. For fans, pundits, and neutrals alike, this period of the season promises high drama, intense rivalries, and football that could define the legacy of both clubs this year. The next 5 fixtures for Arsenal and Manchester City aren't just another set of matches on the calendar. They are the next crucial chapter in Premier League history, where every point, every goal, and every tactical decision could ultimately decide who stands alone at the top at season's end.